Hi, and welcome to my channel Makarand Joshi Painting. I upload videos on painting landscapes every week. So do visit and send your comments in the comment section below. Today, we are going to paint a landscape of a village with a small stream. Not a river, not a lake, a small stream. But the main subject in this painting is not the stream, but it's going to be a bunch of houses in the right hand side of the ground, or the middle ground actually. So the mention of middle ground brings me to the next point. In almost all my landscapes, you'll find three grounds: the background, middle ground, and the foreground. Currently, I'm working in the middle ground. As you can see, this house, actually a compound wall and an outer wall of this house, the white house that I'm painting, is really big in size. And if I don't if I make keep it uh, a great amount of contrast, if it is completely different tone wise or color wise compared to the background, then it's going to really stand apart and steal the entire visual significance from the main subject. If the main subject is on the left hand side of the middle ground, the houses that are not colored, the houses just below my brushes. Now, okay, where you can see the darker point, darker patch. And now I'm painting the house wall, which is not the main subject, but I'm going to keep it a little less significant visually. So I'm just painting the almost the same tone and the same color as that of the background. Okay, now I'm painting the background for the main subject, and I'm going to maintain a high degree of contrast between the main subject and the sky. But right now we are on the right hand side, so white house or the out of sight of the house. Now we are painting the ground, okay, with a broad brush, flat broad brush, and the soil is red in color. In some parts of the world we find red color soil, otherwise usually you have white, black and yellow sometimes, but now it is red. So this is a road, and it's not it's a village road, so not a black road. This is just, kind of a red road and red soil. So as you can see, we already have a great amount of contrast between colors, but now please note that the tones are not different. The tone of the sky, the tone of the bigger house wall, and the tone of the red color soil, or say ground, or even road I'm painting, they are not completely different. I repeat, I'm talking about the tones, not the colors. Even this one, in order to show the darkness, I have used I mixed some amount of ultramarine in red and burnt sienna, but it's going to be the similar one. Now I'm just making the things little more darker within the same color, little darker tone. I've introduced at two different places, and I'm just trying to use the same color almost everywhere so that it kind of binds the entire picture together. And there's one more reason to it. The reason of using this color almost everywhere, or at least at most of the places, is that it will not only bind everything together, but it will also establish tone and colors, at least the base colors, for most of the area. So then I'll be able to judge, or I'll be in a better position to judge tones and decide exactly how how much the main subject, which is the houses on the left hand side, just above which my brush was there. Okay, so the main subject, which is white now, bunch of houses, should be how different it should be visually. Right now again I'm painting the bigger house and the wall, outer wall of this house. Now I'm introducing some colors. Of course the tones are different, and they are going to be different as I go on evolving or developing the picture. Now I'm doing a few details, but now please remember that the sky is still wet. The main subject is not been painted, and I'm adding some fresh colors like say like right red, and I'm just experimenting with which all colors can be used in the main subject, because the colors that are there in White House, which is not the main subject, are all going to be there in the main subject, plus a few more colors. Well, okay, now I've started painting the background for the main subject, which is the house. And this is the house in the background. Of course, we are all the four houses are in the middle ground. But when I say background, I mean the background for the main subject, which is going to be more vibrant in color. And now see, I have used a little different color for the background of the main subject. Now I'm painting the main subject. Again, this is the same color as that of the color in the bigger house. Now we are going to paint one more main subject. These two houses are main in this painting. So now the color is a little different, and see, notice that the color is more vibrant. It is not towards the grayish side or the brownish side, but it is pure hue color. So we have some color, and we have started painting the main subject, which is in the middle ground, and we'll be doing different we'll be using different colors. Again, this color in the middle ground, the main subject is this building, and we are going to maintain a high degree of contrast in this building. I have zoomed in so that you can get a better view, and we are using a round brush, small number round brush, and some details showing some steps. As this is the main subject, although it is at some distance, since it's a main subject, I'll be showing a few details, uh, elements wise, shape wise, tone wise, details wise, texture wise, and color wise. So it's going to be the main subject, this structure, okay, with a sloping roof. So I'll try to maintain a high degree of contrast. As I told you, again, I'm painting the background for the main subject, and I have chosen raw sienna. On the right hand side, I had applied more water, I mean lighter tone. Now I'm using less water and more of pigment, more color, and then it's going to form the background for the main subject. Now please remember, there are two different things: background for the main subject and the background in the painting. This yellow house is the background for the main subject, and when I zoom out, you'll be able to see that there is sky and mountain that make or form the background for the picture. So we'll just proceed further, and let us see which all colors I finally decide to paint the main subject. And here is the final outcome. And now a total recap of the entire picture process by looking at picture at its different stages, right from the drawing to the final outcome. And this is the final outcome. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, then hit the red subscribe button and subscribe to my channel so that every time I upload a video, you're notified.